Welcome back, Disc Golf World. My name is Luke Humphries, and you are watching the back nine of the first round of the CCR Open, brought to you guys by Discrafts Discs. I'm joined in the booth by my good friend Nathan Queen. Nathan, how are we doing?
Doing good. Got to watch some birdies and some bogeys on the front nine from myself, Garrett, Corey Ellis, and Tim Barham. Gonna be trying to get some birdies on the back nine to catch up with these other shredders on the top.
That's right. Chandler Fry and Joel Freeman starting out with a pretty good pace. These guys could keep it up. They'd be somewhere around the double-digit mark. So we head into hole 10. Couple different options on ways to attack this one, Nathan.
Yeah, 364 feet. You've got a righty hyzer, but these trees right here are kind of just in that spot where you really want to land that hyzer at. So you've either got to push it long and have it spike in, or keep it really low on a sharp angle and skip in. And then you've got the left side, which is a little more open.
Garrett's like, 364, that's like 35% power for me.
Yeah, and he threw it about 32% power and left it just outside of the circle there. He's still got an open putt at it. This is that other left side line. It's kind of a little more open.
Oh my gosh, Tim knew it too. He said get down. Plenty well thrown from him, though. He'll be inside the circle. You're looking to copy that line. That's an FD3, is it not?
It is.
You've had that one for a minute.
Oh, yeah. You've seen it fly.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple times. It likes to land that close to the pin a lot.
Dude, I'd throw it all the time if I was you.
And a raptor out of Corey here.
Yeah. Just hook up. Oh, man. You guys are just piecing this hole up. 2 tap-ins, a 22-footer, and a 35-footer. Oh, Garrett with the little step putt.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of that. But jams it no problem here. That looks super clean.
Yeah. Look at that slow-mo with the water dribbling on the basket. Sick.
So cool.
My boy Gabe had to be stoked about that one.
There you go, Gabe.
Shooter McGavin. Nice putt from Garrett. He had a slow start on this front nine, but he's heating up, as is his putter.
Yeah, and Tim trying to bring it back after a pretty rough hole 7. He has now got 3 birdies in a row.
Yeah. Nearly taking that quad bogey all the way back. We're going to have a star frame on this one.
Yeah, just a couple little tap-ins here. Good way to start the back nine.
Oh, yeah. These fellas looking to make a push. How's the rain at this point in the round? I know we talked about it earlier. It was kind of drizzling on you guys during that front nine. Is it continuing?
Yeah, it's still a pretty similar drizzle right now.
Okay. Yeah, this hole 11, playing is like the 3rd hardest hole on the course. Was a par 5, wasn't it?
I'm not sure if it was or not, but it is a super tough. Oh, they played a longer tee, and it was a
That's
par
right.
5.
About 100 feet back of this tee, so definitely a harder par from here.
Yeah, super tough par 4. It's a really tight landing zone.
The landing zone's so tight, you see Garrett going just with a mid-range so he can guarantee his landing zone.
Yeah, this is a Color Glow Rock 3 he's been throwing for a long time. Has a lot of turn on it and lands in a really good spot.
Beautiful. Tim going with the forehand. He's going to want to make sure this thing doesn't finish all the way over there right. Let's see where this heads.
Roll off it. Get away from it.
Oh, come on. Yeah. And that last little bit of roll away from the tree might be enough to secure him a shot.
And going back to that wraith, that same wraith I've been throwing that hasn't stood up like that yet.
Hook up. Keep hooking up. Don't. Oh my gosh, you got the green. Dude.
Yeah, that's when I found out there's a little bit of headwind coming up that green. Corey goes to correct on that.
Dude, that was a laser, man.
Yeah, that was going to go a long way. to a great spot too if it was just a bit further right.
Corey's got a frozen rope for a forehand. That's sick. I hadn't watched a ton of this guy yet. Oh, no. Come on out.
And that is in bounds there. He
Okay.
he is down underneath a tree and has a bit of a tricky lie, but does stay in bounds.
Yeah, lots of work left for his par. All right, Tim. Not a terrible spot going with the Thrasher. That one leaking out early, but there isn't any out of bounds once you've pushed that far up the hole.
And this is a destroyer from Garrett. I heard him say before he threw.
Dude, no way. Oh
And
my
just
gosh.
absolutely parks it.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, this is such a tough birdie to get.
Yeah.
You see me down here. It didn't look like it was going to be this awkward until right when I got there. I was still thinking I might have a chance to flex something for a birdie.
And it's like, actually, I'm going to be on a knee throwing a patent pending standstill and hyzer.
Yeah, it was pretty awkward, but I got around the corner pretty good. I have a chance to get up and down for a par. And Corey just a standstill rocket.
Oh my gosh. That thing just spinning in the grass. That's amazing. Buzz SS from him. Nice, good deep breath, exhaling, and then releasing. Great shot from you.
Yeah, I've been pretty far away throwing up for a par a lot this round, so I was trying to make sure I relax and just continue to scramble.
Yeah. Tim is all the way in there. See if he's got a window. He kind of does.
Great touch shot. You could see he never turned his head, watched his gap the whole time.
Yeah. Kind of had to pop it out of the hand. Great putt from Corey.
Yeah, good par save. Under a tree and then inside some trees. Gets out and gets the par.
And Garrett's inside of this. Good par from you. You see Mr. Gurthie with just a mere formality left to become one of two guys to birdie this hole today. Silver Lot, the only other birdie on the day. And I guarantee you, he whacked a forehand so far down there on the tee box. I mean, he probably had inside 350 left, and I bet he threw a forehand again. He's got one of the best in the world. Congrats to you two gentlemen. That's incredible birdie right there. Hole 12, Nathan.
Yeah, sweet birdie, guys. 269 feet here for hole 12. There's OB all down the right side. There's a high hyzer that's a pretty tight gap to hit, really. And then there's a tight gap down the fairway as well where you want to fade off to the left. And he's up there just outside of the circle. Pretty controlled. Like, it's so hard to throw a 270-foot spike hyzer like that.
Agreed. That looked a little bit inside. They can get through there and end up being parked, but ideally you want to push that one a little further before you start bending towards the basket. And you've got a tricky shot here. Is this the Colt you're going with?
Yes, this is that Star Colt.
So you're going to release this thing with a lot of hyzer. Let that hyzer flip up and turn over there. Beautiful shot.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's just how I drew it up right there. If I can get in between those trees. I don't like to go around the right side because it's easy to kick OB right on this one.
Yeah.
And this was a nervous one out of the hand.
Oh my gosh.
Woo.
Ends up 50 feet past, maybe 60 feet past. And,
Yeah.
And all it took was just one of those branches to kick him right, and he would have been OB early.
And after that, gonna smartly take his medicine and just lay up for the par.
Yeah. Behind this green is an area you don't want to be in. Garrett, nothing but the chains in his mind.
Yeah, you see him lining up the little stepper again.
Ooh,
Clean.
he's got it going.
That's it, G.
Let's see it again.
I mean, that's dead center.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Those Discraft baskets, they do have like
The 3 rings there.
Yeah.
I caught one of those rings and almost popped it out.
That's another one about the same distance as hole 7.
Yeah, that one felt a little better.
Caught a lot of chains for sure. Left side,
Yeah.
hyzering in. Felt like it could have stayed, I'm sure.
It did feel like it could have. But Garrett taking the lone birdie there with a great circle 2 putt.
And going big hyzer, paying off. So we head into hole 13, blind tee shot, Nathan.
Yeah, 515 feet. It's really hard to get that far. Or you really don't want to, because then you start to challenge this gap and you could pinch yourself off. You just kind of want to land in between those first 2 bunkers that you saw, or maybe back behind them. So really, you're not biting a whole lot off, maybe 230, 250 feet off of this tee shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's about where you want to land at.
That's within 5 feet of position A right there. He'll have a putter, maybe a mid-range shot, just because it's double G and he's got the touch.
And even though this is turning, it just never looked like it quite had enough turn on it, and fades back out into that OB bunker.
Man, that was a buzz SS from Tim, looking for that one to continue to hold. You got an interesting shot here.
Yeah, I went Firebird here and just landed in the straight. I don't
So the one tree that's there.
know what you do with that.
It looked like a great shot. Not much you can do. It's a lot of pace out of the hand for Corey. I think he's got to continue holding as well. I don't know, is that in bounds?
It is in bounds, but he's pretty much just got to pitch out. He's already to the gap, but off to the left side, so.
Tim looking to get around the corner, pushes it long.
Yeah, and that was his 3 since he did go out of bounds there, so I'm having to go patent pending, landing on the only tree there.
Scoot.
And just barely get out. I'm probably 40 feet, 42.
Opportunity, but there is that one bunker right behind the green that players got to keep in mind. Nice shot from Garrett, just squeaking through there at the end, leaving himself a 15-footer. So he just threw the same rock 3 twice. That's a good way to play this hole.
Thank you.
Yeah, makes it pretty easy. And you see there,
No choice but to just lay out.
gets to throw about 50 feet.
I mean, he's just going to take his par.
Seeing another patent pending now from the opposite hand. And a great shot from Tim there.
Yeah, that really was.
He had to put so much force on that, knowing that his hand was going to run into all those branches.
Well judged.
And yeah, I thought you could see from the body language there, I thought that one was good out of the hand as well.
Yeah, it looked like it was in the heart. Oh my gosh. That disc dancing around there, but it's good. Double G in for his birdie, and we hadn't mentioned it yet, but he's looking fly in that shirt with the gold wings on it. Man,
Oh, yeah.
he's got his gear proper. Corey just tapping in for his par.
Yeah, and Garrett now kind of taking lead on the card, coming back after that slow start with a couple birdies early on.
Yeah, a bunch of birdies. He's got his stepper rolling. Putt's looking nice. He's always going to be throwing the disc well. We know that. Heading into hole 14. What have they got ahead of them, Nathan?
351 feet. We've got kind of a funky wind. I think it was a right to left and maybe a little bit of headwind. You could throw a hyzer to the right of that tree that you saw, but ideally you're going to want to go straight and just have it slightly fade off to the right.
Yeah, just in front of those trees out there. Garrett looks like he's going rock 3 again. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, and he just didn't quite get the turn on that. I think that right to left maybe just kind of kept it pushing it off to the left side. Got Star Thunderbird for myself.
That looks like a lace drop right there, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that putt'll go in.
Certified lace job. Gotta feel nice.
Oh, yeah. Definitely always feels good when you don't have to putt at all.
Corey ripping on that Raptor. Just had to beat that bush, and it was going to be putting.
Yeah, luckily he does spit out the other side. Doesn't have to deal with anything too tricky into the green. And this is a shot that I would usually expect him to get right. He likes those hyzer stand-ups.
Yeah.
And just gets a bit too much on it. He does get up to the top of the hill, though, and we'll still have it's a pretty scary putt. He's got downhill kind of on all sides of the basket from where he's putting from.
Well, he's had that length putt almost the entire day, so should have his range dialed. So you see Garrett going to the forehand. Nothing left there, but pitching out up there. All right, looks like he's got to go a little bit Anheusered with it. Yeah, I mean, that looks like a tricky putt.
Yeah, it seemed like it was on a good line and caught that last little branch there.
You're still waiting to tap out for your birdie. Oh, no, G.
Yeah, it just hooked right on his finger, that one. He's got we were talking about it a little bit. You either got to have like a really wet putter or a really dry putter at this point. You know, you don't kind of want that in between. If you twirl it around, you can feel something different, and I think that's what he said happened there.
Yeah. That was a great comebacker from him, though. Definitely a longer putt for his bogey than he had for his par. And finally, tapping in for that nice birdie.
Yeah, the mosquitoes popped back out. The rain stopped about, I think, on the last hole, and the mosquitoes kind of started popping back out again a little bit.
Taking their opportunity to grab some of that blood. Get you guys to donate a little bit.
Yeah.
Bunkers everywhere on hole 15 up by the green.
Yeah, OB left, OB right. And
You were probably playing a little flex shot. That was the FD3, right?
yeah, and I didn't try that play in practice, but it just kind of seemed right with the way the wind was. And got that sticky hand. I got it dried off too well. Wasn't quite able to let go in time.
This is that Buzz SS from Corey. Tons of hyzer out of the hand. Flips it to flat and gets himself inside the circle. Really technical shot that he just pulled off.
Yeah, Corey really likes that steep hyzer angle. It's a really fun shot to watch.
This needs to get down. And Tim finds out of bounds there on the left side.
Yeah, it seems like he's just kind of got a little nose up going on today. He keeps fading out a bit earlier than he wants to.
Garrett, rock 3. This one needs to fade. Ooh. Just skims over that bunker, man.
Yeah, and he is just inside of circle 1 there, looking to keep get back on track after a bogey.
Yeah.
And with the bunkers so close on the right side, on the left side, I went with the Stargator to make sure that I didn't get in that OB bunker and left a pretty good tester.
Dude, Tim just drills the par save right there.
Yeah, great par save there. That slow-mo with the rain on these baskets is pretty sweet.
It's so sick, man. That's got to feel nice. Garrett looking to bounce back from that bogey on the previous hole. takes a second. Hearts it. What'd he say?
He almost picked my disc up right there because I was right. I was right in front of him. So Garrett for birdie, myself for par. Able to not get big putted this time. That was a good feeling par save there.
Yeah, it has to be, man. This late in the round, you're looking to save all those birdies you worked so hard for. Oh, Corey finally getting to throw that birdie putt just a bit low on it.
Yeah, it seemed like he went a little faster than his normal routine on that putt.
And he definitely had to wait a little while for his fellow card mates to figure out what was what before he threw that one.
Yeah, back in the woods here, what I like, 289 feet. Got to hit a gap off of the tee, which pretty much shapes your shot for the rest of the fairway. You got to miss that last tree that we just passed there, and then you'll have a circle one putt.
Just like that. It's like Garrett's going back to that rock 3.
Kick right.
Calling for the kick right, but doesn't need it. He's only about 20 feet.
Is this the stud?
This is a stud. Doesn't do well in the open, but once I get back to the woods, I like to throw it when I can.
Go.
Go in. Nice little shot right there.
Yeah, nice and floaty. I got it a little nose up, but it just squeaked around that tree.
Yeah. You'll have a great look for your birdie. Oh, that was looking prime from Corey. Cut down in its prime. He'll just be left pitching up for his par.
And it doesn't get much straighter than this, guys.
Ooh, Tim Barham with a Tim Barham signature Buzz SS. You know why it's his signature disc?
Wow, look at that.
Just a lace job, dude.
Thank you, GK Pro, for that slow-mo there. That was a beautiful shot.
Absolutely. Ooh, nice shot from Corey.
Yeah, good approach.
There we go. Garrett going back-to-back birds.
Yeah, keeping the streak hot. Doesn't have a par on the back nine so far.
Nice birdie from you as well. Yeah, and after Corey taps in, we'll have our third birdie. You guys are showing us how to play that hole. Tim getting it back to even after that rough quadruple on the front nine. He hasn't let it get to him. Continue to keep his nose down and grind. We are at the less than 200-foot island hole 17th, Nathan.
Yeah, kind of I'll go ahead and say random for the course, I guess. It seems like it's been pretty straightforward so far, and then you've got a little island shot where if you don't make it, the rest of it is playing as a hazard.
Ooh.
Yeah, and a great little AVR X3 touch shot from Garrett there. Just a little bit low. I am also going with an AVR X3, just with the other hand. Just the main thing I'm worried about here is jumping out of that walkway there.
Yeah, totally.
Which I barely managed to not do.
Looked like it was long by a foot. Kicked you back, though, so you're dropping. Tim? Okay, so he plays the little crash.
Yeah, it's hard to say whether that's safer or not. These branches can do some kind of strange things, but that does bring other strange things out of play.
Get up. Oh, no. So if you miss the island here, it does play as a hazard. So you'll be putting from where you landed with a stroke. This will be Corey's par putt here. Ooh.
Yeah, and that was another one where you kind of feel like that probably should have stayed in.
Oh, oh my gosh. Hate to see it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it didn't seem like the chains were helping him very much there.
But it keeps the hole even.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a few twos and a 4.
Yeah. That's typically what you see here. Bunch of guys tapping in, pretty easy birdies, and then just like the random bogey that I took on my card. Yeah. I bogeyed the 180-foot hole. Yeah, that's right. So we head into hole 18. Really cool hole. Players are definitely not going to be taking this line. So we're just throwing it over the trees, headed towards this beautiful green. Really picturesque. You're not going to see fountains right next to baskets on mounds with beautiful rocks very often.
Yeah, once we get down there, you'll actually see some running water on this one. We actually do have a couple players going to go down the gap here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Garrett going over top with a rock 3, just wanting green. And he will get green. He's got a circle 2, probably layup. It's kind of a scary green. He's finished the round pretty well, and he doesn't want to throw it away.
Interesting, bro.
I've got this that flippy wraith that I was talking about, and kind of some bad ground play there, but I did want to get it up a little higher just to float it out.
Interesting. Okay, I've literally never seen anybody go down the middle, so I wasn't even aware that was a play. You see Tim going thumber machete.
And another play, just trying to get out and get your 3 to finish the round.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty hard to get there. And we're going to see Corey go with the backhand down the middle here as well.
Interesting. I mean, he's a local.
And watch this.
No way, dude. That's an option? Man, that's unbelievable.
Just fantastic shot from Corey there. That's not, like you were saying, you don't really see people attempt to do that, and he made it look fairly easy there.
Ooh, Tim.
I was scared, guys.
And Garrett just trying to throw it in the fountain there just to make sure he stays up. That fountain is not OB.
Yeah, I like it. Here you are, right about 50 feet.
Yeah, so I'm actually
kind of in the bush. Oh, look at you. Pulling off a little Chris Dickerson, big germ, kind of stepper, putting all your weight onto that back foot and then releasing. I mean, that's just like a made-up putt there for you.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever tried anything like that. My mark was actually on my back foot, and I had to lift up my front foot and putt before I fell. And as soon as I let go, I knew I made it, which was such a cool feeling because I've never done it before.
Yeah. Had to feel nice, especially on 18. Great way to end your round. And that birdie actually vaulted you onto lead card too.
Yeah, and I didn't know that while I was putting, but I did look afterwards and realized that it got me onto the lead card for the second round.
Yeah, so you'll be joining Chandler Fry, Joel Freeman, that man right there, Garrett Gurthie, and yourself.
Yeah, so Garrett and myself kind of bringing it together on that back nine, making a push to get to the lead card. Tim making a push after an unfortunate 8 on the front nine to get back to 1 under, and Corey 1 under as well with the birdie on 18.
Yeah, Garrett birdieing 9 of 10 holes there to get himself back under par and onto that lead card. Where you'll see it, he'll join Chandler Fry, who had the hot round at 10 under. Joel just 1 back.
Yeah, and yourself with a couple others there at 4, sneaking inside the top 10.
Yeah, quite a ways back, looking to make a push on the other course tomorrow. A lot more wooded, a little shorter, plenty of birdies to be had, so look for you guys to join us there.
Yeah, plenty of birdies, plenty of mosquitoes.
Yeah, guaranteed to be that. Well, for Nathan Queen, my name is Luke Humphries. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been the back nine of the first round of the 2021 CCR Open, brought to you guys by Discrafts. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you guys out there.